More questions from YouTube. Do you have any family? Have you spent time in the South? You definitely can throw a drawl in once in a while. That just kind of happens. I sometimes just like make my voice sound weird, like just because I can. I have family who lives in Kentucky and West Virginia now, but they're not from Kentucky. My family is all from here and like Minnesota, but they live there now. I've never visited there. Do you watch The Walking Dead and do you love it? I used to watch The Walking Dead, but I watched the first season and then I forgot that it was happening again, and then when everybody else got so into it again, I just didn't catch up with it, and I want to catch up with it. I just haven't watched it since the first season, but I did really, really like it. Like, it's a really awesome show. Do you live in an apartment with your boyfriend? I wish. I live at home with my parents. Yeah, I wish I lived in an apartment with Andy. When you get over-caffeinated, what is your drink of choice in coffee? I got this question so many times. The coffee that I drink, I go to this drive-thru in town. When I go out to my coffee places, I get a Americano with a shot of white chocolate with non-fat milk. And that's pretty much what I drink all the time. Sometimes I'll do a white mocha if I'm feeling a little bit more like, if I want more sugar. White chocolate, I prefer in my coffee to regular chocolate. What shampoo do you use? Pantene. I get the giant shampoo containers from like Costco. Have I struggled with my weight in my past? How was it? How has it affected me? I definitely struggled with my weight in high school and then my freshman year and sophomore year of college. I had a bully all throughout middle school. He rode my bus and it was terrible. He was at my bus stop and he was the worst person I've ever met. I've never wanted to hurt somebody more than I wanted to hurt him. But he called me fat pudgy hog all the way through middle school and freshman year of high school. Then he moved away and everything changed. I still was overweight, but I didn't care as much because I surrounded myself with a lot of people who obviously didn't care about what other people thought of them. And when I got sick, my body image got totally messed up because I lost a bunch of weight for no reason because I was sick. And then I gained it all back freshman year of college, and then I've kind of slowly been going down to like the weight that I'm at right now, which I'm really, really comfortable at. I weigh 162 pounds. I'm a size 10 in pants, size large in shirts usually. Sometimes I can fit into a medium depending on where I get it from, but when did I first start wearing makeup? Well, everybody when they're 12 wants to wear blue eyeshadow because I don't know why. But I didn't like start wearing makeup, like actually wearing makeup until like, I didn't really wear makeup in high school, like unless it was like a special occasion and stuff. And when I did, it was just like mascara and stuff. Like I didn't actually start wearing makeup a lot until like sophomore year in college, when I got to UW-Tacoma and I started watching like beauty videos. What was the last good movie that you saw? I finally saw Moonrise Kingdom. That was awesome. I watched it like the other day for the first time and it was so cute, and I love Wes Anderson movies. Oh, so good! Are you into the Twilight Saga? No! I hate Twilight. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it! I read 50 pages of the first book and I could not stand how fucking whiny that Bella Swan was, so I stopped. Somebody asked me, what is your advice for living in Seattle? And I don't actually live in Seattle, but I might make a whole video talking about Seattle just because I feel like I could talk for a really long time about Seattle, so I'll do that at some point soon. And then somebody else asked, how do you pick a college and decide what you're gonna do after high school? And I'll do another whole video about that because, again, that's way too much to answer in a general frequently asked questions video because there's a lot to say. What do you do besides YouTube? Do you work or go to college? I finished college a couple years ago and I work part-time at a little shop downtown. I do photography, freelance photography on the side. I do like weddings and portraits and like concert photography stuff. Want to do more of that? Yeah, I need to make more money because I need to move out of this house. Somebody asked me, can I go a bit more into how you view your personal feminism and what informs you about feminism? I actually made an entire video, 2 whole entire videos about feminism on my Lipstick Philosophers collab channel that I'm a part of. I will put a link to that below because I don't feel like going into it again because it's really long-winded, and I made whole 2 videos about it, so you can watch those there. What do you like to do on lazy days? I like to film videos on lazy days and do my makeup crazy, even though I'm not going anywhere. I watch a lot of TV. I wear footy pajamas I bake sometimes. I'll make cupcakes, watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of television. Like when I'm feeling lazy or menstrual and I got cramps, I will sit and watch TV for a while. Now let's go to Tumblr, because there's Tumblr questions too. Are you one to be an activist? What sort of things do you contribute to in the public sphere in terms of volunteerism, creative projects, etc.? I would love to be more involved in the gay rights movement because it's one I'm really, really passionate about, because I have a lot of friends who are gay, and I think it's a really important movement and it's really important to our time. I wanted to be part of the phone banking for referendum 74 this year, but I just never got around to it. I mean, I feel like I used my channel as a means of helping out, like that video I posted. I like using this as a platform to spread the word and to I don't know, inform people of important things. I'd like to do that more. And in terms of volunteering, like I was a Girl Scout until I graduated high school, and we did a lot of that in high school, and then after that I was camp counselor a couple years. I would love to in the future be a Girl Scout leader because I freaking love Girl Scouts and I feel like not enough people are involved in it now. What's your favorite lipstick brand? Can you recommend any plummy fall colors for olive skin? As far as color range, quality, and price, MAC lipsticks, hands down. They have the biggest color range out of any lipstick brand ever. They're a nice quality for the price too. And as far as like plummy lips, the one problem about asking people questions about makeup who don't have any sort of like training is that we really don't know that much about other skin tones. We've only learned from our own face, like unless you do makeup on other people. So I would say Craving would be a good one. It's nice and subtle and I think it would contrast well, but I honestly don't know that much. I mean, really in finding out what lipsticks work for you, there's just a lot of trying on involved. If you can go to the MAC counter, just like try on a bunch of lipsticks. Do you write? If so, could you give me any advice? I seem to have chronic writer's block. I did NaNoWriMo last year, so I know how that goes. I'm not doing NaNoWriMo this year, but when I was blocked last year, say I would spend like 3 days writing here at my house, I would change up my location and that helps a lot, at least for me. So like going different places and writing and like people watching kind of gets your mind off of it and gets your head in a different space. So it helps, at least for me. So that would be some sort of advice for you. Good luck if you're doing NaNoWriMo. When did you get your nose pierced and what was it like? Did it hurt? I got my nose pierced back in March and it did hurt because there was a giant needle being poked through my nose. But for a while it hurt when I like hit it or it got like pulled out of here. I mean, but when I got it, I cried because it's so close to your tear ducts. And so if you see people and they get their nose pierced, they're not crying because it hurts so bad. They're just crying because they can't help it. But I like my nose piercing and I want to get a ring for it because I am kind of bored of this stud. Do you like any metal or hard rock bands? I don't dislike metal. I don't dislike hard rock. It's not my genre that I listen to usually, but like say a Metallica song comes on the radio, I'm not going to change the station. And like Black Sabbath is a really awesome band, and if you say otherwise, you can shove it. I definitely like more classic hard rock and metal bands. I don't like a lot of new metal bands. I kind of can't stand any sort of bands that their vocals are based on screaming at all. I know a lot of metal isn't actually that, that's just a lot of like hardcore stuff. I prefer like older classic metal and classic hard rock to like new metal. Do you have a record player? No, but I want one so bad. Like that is something that I want for Christmas. Because I have records, I just can't play them. What are some of your guilty pleasure bands? I mean, I made the whole video talking about like cheesy pop songs that I like. So The Wanted, definitely guilty pleasure. I always love going back to like old bands that I listened to growing up, like The Calling and NSYNC and like nostalgic bands that didn't suck at the time, at least for me in my head. What brand are your glasses? These are Pro Design Denmark, and this particular style is the 4648. So if you want to look them up, 4648 Pro Design Denmark. I got them from my eye doctor. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you? I like the Pacific Northwest. I like Portland and Seattle. But if I could live anywhere outside of the US, I would probably want to live in London, somewhere in the UK. I don't even know, like anywhere in the island of the United Kingdom. Do you speak any other languages besides English? I know a little bit of sign language from high school, and I know a little bit of Japanese from freshman year in college, but I don't speak either of them fluently at all. I made a video on lipstick philosophers speaking in Japanese after I Google translated what I was supposed to say, and it's so funny and awkward. I think that was it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any more questions, like not super weighty ones that could be an entire video, I'll leave them below. And I have more videos in the works. I have several in the works. So, I will see you guys soon! Yeah, probably in like 2 days. Have a good day, guys. Bye!